party people. Hey everyone, it's Paige from the Page Turner. Today I'm going to do a review of The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding by Alexandra Bracken. Disney Hyperion so kindly sent this to me. This comes out September 5th. So I was super excited when this landed in my inbox because I love Alexandra Bracken, even though I haven't finished the Darkest Minds series. But I really liked her other middle grade novel that was Star Wars related. Ironically, I'm wearing my shirt today. So I was really excited to jump into this and see what it was like. I hadn't heard really much about it because I feel like a lot of people haven't read it yet, obviously. But I kind of went into this without really knowing anything. I didn't know anything about the story, so I jumped in basically on the author's previous work alone. And Alexandra Bracken is super sweet and super lovely, and I think she has really good world building, which I was hoping was going to come through in this, so yeah, let's just jump right into this thing. I'm going to start off by saying I did give this 3 out of 5 stars. Number 1, mostly because I didn't realize that this was going to be a part of a series, so when I was reading and I was getting towards the end, I was kind of like, why are things not really wrapping up and, you know, gonna get, like, resolved before the end? So I was kind of disappointed that this is going to be a series just because I wasn't super invested in the characters, and like I said earlier, like, Alexandra Bracken does really good world building, which she does here, but I just wasn't totally enthralled with the story, and perhaps that is because it's a middle grade novel and I don't really read middle grade anymore. I don't know, I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. So basically this is like the perfect book to read in fall because it takes place kind of around October, fall, autumn-ish time. So this tells the story of Prosper Redding, who has a demon living inside him, which is also kind of that spoopy, you know, October-ish Halloween type vibe to it. So the story just goes through him trying to get this demon outside of him, and he has this long, huge family history, and there's curses and a lot of other mystical beings that come into play, and they're trying to, like, you know, swindle him and stuff, and it's very action-packed. Like, there's just constant action throughout the entire thing. That being said, I think because there's so much action, that's why I didn't relate to the characters that much, was because, like, they were too busy doing other things for me to, like, care about their motives and, like, who they are, where they come from, that kind of thing. And in the very beginning, I just didn't really get a feel of who Prosper Redding was and his family, like, why he doesn't like his family that much and why he's kind of terrified of them. So, like, by the end, it was just kind of like, oh, like, I guess. But I have to say, I do like the whole autumn, fall kind of feel of this book, and I like, you know, kind of jumping back into middle grade and reading a story that is just, you know, purely action-based and has a lot going for it, which I think this book does. It just kind of fell flat in the sense of, like, it's a first in a series, so I don't really feel a lot of, like, what the characters are, you know, going to do next, obviously because I haven't read the second one and it doesn't really exist yet. I don't think, honestly, if the next book came out that I would read it, just because I feel kind of meh about this story, so I liked it, but I didn't like it. Not enough to continue the series, unfortunately. So I will say, if you're thinking about picking up Prosper Redding, do it. Just go into it maybe with, like, the knowledge that it is the first in a series and it might be a while until you get the next one. But if you're interested in Alexandra Bracken's middle grade work, I highly recommend the Star Wars, The Princess Scoundrel, and The Farm Boy. I breezed through this, like, super fast last year and I loved it. So you kind of have these two options. And then obviously check out her YA stuff. The Darkest Minds is fantastic and I really love it. So yeah. Anyway, that's my review. Thank you for watching, as always. And as always, links down below for a bunch of other content that you can check out, and you can find me on other social media platforms. So definitely do that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! And this comes out September. Oh crap, what day does this come out? And he's, what's his problem? It's like the one time I try to film and, like, planes and gardeners and construction happens outside my window. Ay, ay, ay.